Tell me if you've ever been in this situation. You do a few easy problems on Leetcode, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I can do this Leetcode thing. So then you try a medium problem and you're like, yikes, this is too hard. I'm gonna go back to the easy problems. And you keep doing this pattern of easy problems followed by a frustrating medium problem until you end up in a cycle without any progress. Those medium problems are pretty intimidating. And don't get me started on those hard problems, those monsters. Sometimes when I sleep, I dream about doing an interview where the interviewer asks me easy 2 sum 2 and I feel confident and answer the problem, and then all of a sudden he hits me with a follow-up. He gives me a hard alien dictionary. I profusely start sweating. I start shivering. I can't tell left from right, up from down, right from wrong. Do I use a hash map, hash set, array, string? Ah! And then I wake up and realize that it was all a dream. A nightmare. But anyway, according to Leetcode, we can see that the majority of the questions asked by the FANGs and the other big companies are mainly medium questions, but it's so hard to make that jump to the medium problems. So today, I'm going to give you guys 5 quick tips on how you can transition from easy problems to medium and hard problems. Tip number 1, do medium problems in areas you feel comfortable in. Start with medium problems you have a solid foundation in. Let me tell you a story. Let's say there was a guy doing some Leetcode problems. He has done so many types of easy string problems and he feels pretty comfortable with them, and then he decides to try a medium problem. He picks the first medium problem on Leetcode, add 2 numbers, which is a problem that deals with linked lists and has absolutely nothing to do with strings. He looks at the problem and gets so intimidated that he doesn't even know where to start. He slams his computer shut in frustration and cries. Don't be that guy. When you are starting to dive into the magical world of medium problems, start trying them in areas that you are comfortable in. What you could do is do an easy problem, and after you've solved it, scroll down to the related questions and try one of those medium problems if there is one. This way you're doing some medium problems in an area that you feel comfortable in, and you can push yourself to be better in that area. And if there's a medium problem you want to try but aren't confident in your foundation to try it, open it up, scroll down to the related problems, and do some of those easy problems if they have it listed. This way you can build up a bit of confidence and experience in that area and can tackle that medium problem once you're done. Tip number 2, create a weekly schedule. This was a huge strategy that helped me when I first started on Leetcode. I'd separate my weeks by the type of problem that I'd do. So the first week I'd focus on array problems, then the second week I'd focus on 2-pointer problems, and so on. I do a problem a day and schedule my problems so that I do easy problems Monday through Friday and then medium problems on Saturday and Sunday. For example, say I wanted to focus on trees next week. I do invert binary tree on Monday, range sum of BST on Tuesday, same tree on Wednesday, path sum on Thursday, diameter of binary tree on Friday, and then diameter of n-ary tree on Saturday and path sum 2 on Sunday. This way you get a good amount of practice in and build some confidence before tackling the big dogs on the weekend. And if you don't want to create a schedule for yourself because it might be a lot of work, you guys should check out this website which has a great schedule listed out for you. Now, before I go any further, I want to say I'm not sponsored or affiliated with the website. I just think it's a great source that everyone should use if you're struggling with the transition into some of those medium and hard problems. The site is called seanprashad.com/leetcode-patterns/, which I'll have linked in the description, and take a look at this, guys. This generous human being created this site that groups problems based on their patterns. For example, you see that we start with array problems, some dynamic programming problems with arrays, and then we move on to fast, slow pointer techniques with linked lists, and so on. And the creator of the site does a phenomenal job ordering these problems so you get some type of practice before doing a harder variant of that problem. For example, we see that the very first problem on the site is contains duplicate. We do contains duplicate before doing find the duplicate number, which is a little harder but shouldn't be as bad if you did do contains duplicate. And look at the problem after that. We do find all duplicates in an array. This is just one of the many examples of problems that are ordered in such a way that you build a bit of foundation before tackling a harder problem of the same type. He also picks out a great selection of easy problems that will help you build a solid foundation for your medium and hard problems. So shout out to you, Sean. Tip number 3, throw yourself into a medium problem. There are some medium problems where there are no preceding easy problems, but we are told that they're important to know. Throw yourself into these problems. A big one that's asked year after year is LRU cache. There's nothing like LRU cache, but once you throw yourself into it, think about it, attempt it, fail it, watch videos about it, and read the solution on it, you will become a pro at that problem. And remember, when it's your turn to interview at a company, you will have 0 input on the type of problem you'll get. You're throwing yourself into a random problem that your interviewer has picked out for you, so throwing yourself into a few problems every now and then can be great practice for the environment you'll be in when in an interview. Tip number 4, use all resources at your disposal. When you're doing these medium problems, don't be afraid to look at the solution. I swear, when I first started doing these easy and medium problems, I'd look at a problem for half an hour thinking I'd magically think of the most efficient, who am I kidding, the brute force solution on spot. I thought looking at the solution was accepting defeat. But the reality was, I was just wasting time. If I couldn't come up with a brute force solution in 15 minutes, I'd look at the solution explanation and try to code out the solution again with this new knowledge. If I still couldn't get a proper solution working, I'd look at the code of that solution and watch videos on that problem so I can hear someone else's thought process while doing the problem. Which, by the way, if you'd like to see a problem done, just comment down below and I'll make sure to do that for you. Also, always reattempt that problem in the future, as well as similar problems that were linked to that problem so you become a pro at that type of problem. And tip number 5, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to get these questions wrong. Fail them. Fail them with pride. Fail them knowing that you'll learn that problem, so when you see a similar type of problem in the future, you can make that problem your bitch. Sometimes we put ourselves in these mental boxes which restrict us from reaching our full lead coding potential. We see the medium or hard tag besides a problem and think to ourselves, oh my gosh, this problem is probably too hard. I'm not going to do that problem. But the truth is, all of them are hard. Even the easy problems are hard. But if you think about it, medium problems require just as much effort as you put into the easy problems. It's all about your mindset and your willingness to take on these difficult problems. If you are struggling with these medium problems, trust me, I've been there. We've all been in this position when we started. But it's important to not get discouraged. Trust that the work you put in today, attempting a problem that you feel uncomfortable with, will help you in the future. That's how this whole Leetcode thing works. We fail at so many problems in the beginning, but what no one tells us is that while we fail a problem, we're learning different strategies that will help us become better Leetcoders and interviewers in the future. This is all a part of the process, guys. Keep your head up, drink some coffee, and dominate these interviews. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you. If you found any value from this video, go ahead and leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see a problem done or a specific video topic covered, just comment down below and I'll make sure to do it for you. And with that all out of the way, I'll see you guys next time.